Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in our nation's capital. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. And his first look is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
To throw is Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 62 yards. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Rodgers. And it is caught. And he will have his Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Warren will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
At the 23-yard line.
Blue 58!
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Out route, and he connects with Firemouth. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Johnson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Back north.
Johnson again. Pushing and finding his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
19 Lions. Here we go. Set. 79 Broncos. Go.
To the air goes Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Now Daniels. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
That's good.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Let's go now. 18, check smash, check smash. Ready, ready.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
What are you doing? Get some momentum here.
Tag. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Liking 18.
Throwing now is Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
This makes the score. Commanders 14, Steelers 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw from his end zone, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Cougar 19, Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Set, hurt. Check smash, check smash.
To throw from his end zone. Daniels looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first down, it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready.
2nd and 9.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Here's Daniels. He's got room past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 36-yard line.
Okay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, smash. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane, 64 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, Gordon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that would be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is incomplete.
I ain't get the crimson notification till it was over.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It be like that sometimes.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. James cooked the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. And his first pass falls incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. He won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
On fourth down, it's Rodgers. That's caught beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's saying it's another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.